Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to do something for me. I want you to do something for yourselves, and I want you to do something for me that's very important. Tell somebody tonight, or tomorrow morning, or this week that you love them. Tell somebody that you care about them, that you love them. Start writing poetry. Start writing that book you've always wanted to write. You are an author. You are a writer. You are a novelist. You don't need to be Stephen King or George Orwell. You can go ahead and write tomorrow. Start the book. If you're an artist, you don't need to be known as Picasso. Begin painting. Focus on your loved ones. Focus on your life and your happiness. Before anything else, turn off all the noise. This channel should be entertainment, and that's it. Tell somebody you disagree with that you love them, and leave it at that. Even if they say, yeah, I voted for Trump, tell them you love him or her. And you need to focus on happiness and health. And thank you, Indy. And you need to tell people that you care about. Let them know how much you care about them. Let them know that they're important to your life. Let them know how important they are to you, because life is short. This is a time when I think the future doesn't look very bright for the country, but your life could prosper. The trajectory of your life must be very different from the trajectory of our country and of media and of our standing in the world. So if you see things completely unraveling before your eyes, you should then focus on making sure your life remains prosperous or happy. Or if you're not happy, you should then focus on happiness, love, peace within yourself. Telling people, communicating that you love them. This is very important. And also, of course, the most important thing in the world, obviously, is to hit subscribe to this channel right now. Get it over 184,000 subs. And we're on our way to 200,000 subs. To the super thanks, thank you, that below in the near the like and the share buttons. If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below in the pinned comment and on hagoodman.com. I was just published in the Jerusalem Post. The op-ed will be below. But ladies and gentlemen, in addition to hitting subscribe to this channel, which of course is the most important thing for your life, focus on happiness, because we are not, in my mind, I'm going to start every single segment from here on out with 1 or 2 minutes of the most important things that span beyond politics. It doesn't matter what your religion is, what God you believe in, or if you're an atheist or agnostic. Whatever you feel is larger than you, that whatever you think or you believe, or whatever makes you feel like you're part of something greater than the madness going on, hold on to that. Let that carry you through this insanity. Because this chaos is momentary. We will survive as a country, just like we survive ups and downs in our lives. But you should focus on this type of channel, politics in general, as entertainment, and that's it. Politics should not affect your lives. It should not affect your loved ones. It should not affect your worldview, because this is politics in this day and age is like quicksand. It's a pitfall. Remember the Atari game Pitfall? Eric, H526, Luke St. Martin, thank you both. Eric, remember Pitfall, Atari? You're too young, but I had the original Atari. I had Pitfall, I had Duck Hunt, I had Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I had the original Super Mario Brothers. My friends had Intellivision. Who remembers Intellivision? If you remember Intellivision, let me know. I had Pong. Okay, before Atari, I had Pong. Who remembers Pong? Deet, 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 deet. Who remembers that? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, and to my super chat, thank you. If you want to support this live stream, to my super chat, thank you. I can't do Missile Command exactly. I can't do these live streams without your support. The reason I talk about this now is because things are going to get worse for the country. It doesn't mean they have to get worse for your life. Focus on love, happiness, peace, enjoyment, fulfillment, tranquility, excitement. Make your life worth living. Live life. Live life like you were, a teenager or in your 20s. Because, like I said, the trajectory, where we're going as a country, doesn't have to be where you're going in terms of your own personal fortunes. It's easier said than done, but whatever you're experiencing right now, you have within you a great deal of power and the ability to overcome and succeed. And the reason I'm speaking like this because I don't usually talk like this, because you know what? We're not heading where I have to say this because I think the worst is yet to come. See, the best usually you want the best. The best is yet to come. Usually, right? You want to think that way. For your life and your family and your friends and the people who love you and you, the best is yet to come for you personally. For this country, I don't think the best is yet to come at all. I think, and you must separate yourself from the future of this country. I don't see bright skies. I don't see morning in America. And I'm not usually pessimistic in this manner. I see a catastrophe unraveling. And I told everybody Biden was completely inept. I said they can't possibly be serious with this man. And they had this psychological problem where they needed to spite Trump. So instead of removing Americans from harm's way to spite Trump, they left Americans and Afghans there. And we have potential problems now with China and Taiwan, or China invading Taiwan, potentially. Tsai Ing-wen of Taiwan says they're absolutely capable of stopping China. This is not true at all. God bless her and God bless the people of Taiwan. And I don't want them to be overrun, but that's what President Xi wants. We're at our lowest point right now. It's only going to get worse. Like I say, focus on your life and your happiness, and make sure that your happiness and your family's happiness is number one. This channel, politics, is entertainment. This is entertainment. We are headed towards a financial disaster, foreign policy catastrophes, numerous ones. We have issues in the Persian Gulf. We have issues with, we have over-exaggerated issues with Russia. But if Putin wants to, annex a country that used to be a former Soviet bloc nation, what are we going to do? If China wants to overrun Taiwan because they believe it's their country, what are we going to do? If inflation continues and you have these absurd measures that are forcing people to make a decision in terms of employment, Biden is a complete catastrophe and a train wreck of epic proportions. And it's not him. Your mashed potato brains is not running the show. The lights are on, but nobody's home. The lights might be flickering, who knows? But nobody's home. You have weekend at Biden's every single day. It's weekend at Biden's. The economy is not rebounding. The debt, you can look at and say, well, we always had an issue with debt. But the debt was, that problem was alleviated because we kept growing as a country. And if you're not growing as a country, the debt suddenly becomes a big issue. $21 trillion. You say, well, it grew under Trump. Yeah, but the economy grew as well. We had record low unemployment. Democrats gleefully tanked their states, and they're still experiencing the same surges. They continually double down, and the more they're proven wrong, the more they say they're proven right. It's a very bizarre paradigm that scenario we face here. And you look at the economy, are we going to rebound? Let me just ask you. You tell me, do you think we will rebound? You think we're rebounding as an economy? The GDP increase is due to the fact that we deliberately tanked our economy. So even if we have a somewhat functioning economy, you're going to see growth, okay? But a somewhat functioning economy is not a prosperous economy, okay? Now CNBC, the rapid growth in the U.S. economy has seen it. The U.S. economy is seen as about to hit a wall. Well, we hadn't. It's about to hit a wall. We haven't even seen the growth that we need. They're focused on everything but economic growth. They're focused on everything but national security issues. The United States has been taken over by what the Democratic Party feels is good for its political party. And Republicans generally have been completely inept and weak in terms of countering this narrative because they didn't like Trump. The Republicans and Democrats, the never-Trumpers and Democrats, saw Trump as an existential issue, so they put everything on the back burner. They focused only on trying to disparage him, demean him, accuse him of things he never said, setting him up and framing him, saying that Russia was the biggest obstacle we face. And when he did great things, because Trump presided over record low unemployment, record low black and Latino unemployment, he allocated more funding to historically black colleges and universities than any president ever. He signed prison reform legislation. He negotiated a peace deal to evacuate Americans. Had we simply acknowledged that, had we simply done what we needed to do as a country, had Biden simply said, okay, well, we don't like what Trump negotiated, but we're going to start in January, February, March, April. They don't know how many people need to leave. They don't know how many Americans are still there. They don't know how many Afghans are still there. And the T is now going door to door and ending the lives of people who helped us. And the atrocities are taking place right now. And we are completely asleep at the wheel because we have President Mashed Potato Brains. And it is, you look, and the reason I start by saying focus on your life and your happiness is because we're about to experience real political problems, not the Helsinki Conference, not Trump and Facebook ads, not impeaching Trump because he dared question whether pure as the driven snow Biden should be investigated, which, of course, we all know he's corrupt, and his son is an artiste. The emails themselves show how corrupt they are. When they get caught with their pants down, oh my goodness, I know how that feels. When they get caught with their pants down, it's your fault for catching them. You're the one at fault for catching them. They never take responsibility. And when they do, they have every single conceivable advantage, all of media. And now media is saying, hey, it's kind of lucrative now. I mean, we can't possibly stand next to this man. It's a catastrophe. It is such a catastrophe. It is such an unmitigated disaster that Biden has lost media. It is such an unmitigated catastrophe that media is now turned on Biden. And I think that eventually you'll have an impeachment of Biden. You could have his resignation. You could have President Kamala Harris, which would be better than Biden. Because this man is, I don't even know if he's aware of anything. I don't know what he's aware of. Is he aware? Does he understand what is happening? Does he understand what's taking place? Is he able to acknowledge that things are not working out? Does he acknowledge this? Does he see this catastrophe for what it is? They spent 4 years saying the world is laughing at us, the world is laughing at us. No, the world was never laughing at us with Trump. The liberals in other countries were. The conservatives in other countries were saying that's a good leader. And our adversaries and enemies were saying, okay, we don't know what this guy's can do. Our adversaries were looking at Trump and saying, okay, he's completely unpredictable. We don't know what he's capable of, so we'll hold back. Once Biden came into office, you have a completely different landscape. Now, big bad Trump is out of the picture. Now Trump, mean orange monster, is out of the picture. Now you have bumbling, stumbling Blinken and mashed potato brains and his merry band of inept fools who are the most educated failures who've ever existed in politics. These people are educated. They're propped up by public relations machines. And now, I mean, the only thing that made them great was the press that they got. And now the public relations machine has turned on them because even the New York Times and the Washington Post, CNN, and MSNBC, they can't possibly spin things. They can't possibly spin things. It is such a catastrophe that they have to acknowledge this is really bad. We don't have, how are we going to rebound as a country when our economy is being stifled by so many things? If you don't have an economy that's working, if you face a mortgage, an eviction nightmare, we will still have a catastrophe in Afghanistan in September. In late September, the moratorium on eviction ends. Eventually, you're going to have tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands, risk eviction. You will have Americans stranded, because that's what's taking place in Afghanistan. You will have Americans kicked out of their apartments or homes in America, because Democrats and their policies have failed the country, miserably failed. These policies are devised or are created through emotion. They tanked the economy. They deliberately tanked their economies and gave Andrew Cuomo an Emmy. They gave the worst governor of all time an Emmy. And I agree, you have to ask, well, could it be on purpose? I don't think, though, you have to understand also, to assume that this is on purpose would be to give them the benefit of the doubt. To assume that all of this is on purpose would be also to assume that they're not completely irresponsible and incompetent and inept. These people are completely incompetent. This is a football coach that loses and then gets a pay raise. These are football coaches that continually lose and get a pay raise. And you look at their infrastructure bill, it's like, that's not going to add jobs. Most of the country, construction is like a very small part. Very small part. 65% of U.S. workers are looking for a new job. It's not what you want in this world right now. You want stability. You want people to be stable, to have careers. What they did was, they are, okay, liberal Democratic politicians don't believe their policies. They do not believe. You have a recall now in California. You have Andrew Cuomo's kicked out not because of the scandals that he should have been kicked out of, because he put infected people in elderly care facilities, nursing homes. The economy, the highest unemployment rates are in Democratic-run states. And you have not only do you have these problems, not only do you have these problems domestically, okay, but you have problems in terms of international relations. You have problems in terms of international relations. So you have issues with foreign policy and domestic policy. So tell me when this is going to get better, because from what I see, look right here. Go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics right now. Nevada has 7.7% unemployment. New York has 7.6% unemployment. California has 7.6%. See a pattern here? New Mexico, 7.6%. New Jersey, 7.3%. Hawaii, 7.3%. Connecticut, 7.3%. Illinois, 7.1%. District of Columbia, 6.7%. Pennsylvania, 6.6%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Democratic-run, D.C., so 9 states, including D.C., have the highest, the top 10 highest unemployment rates in the country. We only have 50 states. The top 10 are Democratic-run states. New York and New Jersey had the worst outcomes in terms of the global pandemic. Bendy! Tell us the goodies, Goodman. Ben, thank you. Starting it off, Ben, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Ben, the top 10 highest unemployment rates, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, are Democratic-run states. These are the same people who are yelling at the top of their lungs, if you don't do everything we say, you're hurting them. This is the way they roll. This is what they're all about. They have the worst outcomes. I mean, economically, in terms of health, in terms of foreign policy, in terms, I mean, and they are never held to task. They are never. Why are the 10 highest? So Ben, thank you so very much. The top 10 highest unemployment rates. And you have a situation where they don't look. The top 10 highest unemployment rates are in Democratic-run states. The states with the worst aggregate outcomes are in Democratic-run states. The highest crime rates are in Democratic-run states. The highest crime rates. So how is it that you have by every single aggregate measure or every single statistic that you would point to? Okay, let's see, crime rate by state. DC is number 1. Let's see. Let's look at well, crime is everywhere, but you look at cities, the top cities, Democratic-run cities. Ronald! Thank you, Ronald Foos. Thank you, Ronald. Indy Wood. We need Trump. Thank you, Indy. I agree. Ronald, thank you. Indy, thank you. Ben, thank you. Thank you to my super chat. Thank you. You look, ladies and gentlemen, and you can look at pretty much. Why is this? It doesn't even go to. It doesn't go to. Okay. Let's see. So the U.S. cities. Okay. You can look at how many. Baltimore is number 2. Detroit number 4. So you have a whole bunch of cities. DC is 13. Oh my God. It's just terrible. So the crime is actually increasing throughout the country, even in Republican states as well. And that's because you have a society that's paranoid and run by media hysteria. But that's a whole other issue. You have the highest unemployment rates, though, in Democratic-run states. Indy, thank you so very much. Ronald, thank you. Waco, Keiko. Dems are too stubborn to admit that their policies don't work and double down no matter what the consequences. Yes, they do. Waco, Keiko, thank you. Indy, thank you. They do. They double down no matter what the consequences. They continue to double down. No matter what the consequences. They don't care. Because they'll find one wrinkle, one tiny sliver of, like, a silver lining. And what they'll say is, well, well, it's not all that bad. It's not all that bad. You have places with, well, So, hold on one second. If you look at ladies and gentlemen, at just the statistics alone, we're not heading in the right direction. And Afghanistan is getting worse. So you can get back to foreign policy. They keep on talking about Florida. Go look at Hawaii. Go look at the Democratic-run states, with I just got a message. I tried to send super chat. Well, sometimes the algorithm doesn't allow messages. So to my viewers, it's not me. There is, like, I have a banned word list, but it's only for, like, really horrible words. The algorithm does not let people talk. So it's the algorithm. Like, it's definitely not me. So I just want to let everybody know that. But you have the economy right now with, like, we have a financial cliff that we're going to very likely fall over, unfortunately. We have foreign policy problems that this president and his administration are completely unprepared for. So if we're not prospering economically or domestically, and we're not prospering in terms of foreign policy, you have to focus, number one, on your happiness. So if you can find happiness in this world of madness and mayhem and chaos, then focus on that happiness. Like I said, tell somebody that you love them. Communicate that you love your loved one. Focus on what makes you happy. Exercise. Buy some weights on Amazon. 20-pound dumbbells. 30-pound dumbbells. Okay? I'm talking about the actual weights, not Biden. Buy, dumbbells. Buy a flat, bench, bar on Amazon to just curl some weights. And it's fantastic. Start doing push-ups, jumping jacks, take vitamins. There are things you could do with your life that, there's so many things you could do with your life that will continue to, make you prosperous, healthy, happy. This is not like the media. This is not real. It's like that's why Andrew Cuomo got an Emmy. Okay, do you understand why he got an Emmy? Do you understand why he got an Emmy? You can buy a barbell on Amazon. Okay. You can buy the Olympic barbells. You can buy, I have 300 pounds in terms of a weight set. I work out pretty much every night with weights. Pretty much every night. Stretch. That's good. Okay? Stretch. You could do all of these things because they're important for your life. And the reason I say this is because Ben D. The reason I say this is because Ian Moyer. They destroy everything and the algorithm is out of control. I've been trying to send this 10 times already. Thank you so very much, Ian. I greatly appreciate that, and I appreciate your perseverance. And I thank you so very much, as always, for the super thanks and for your super chat and everything. Thank you. I can't do these without you, Ian, and everybody here, and your support is just greatly appreciated. Ian, thank you. And like I said, Ian Moyer, thank you so very much. Thank you very much, Ian. This channel should be viewed as entertainment. Politics should be viewed as entertainment. Ian, Eric H526, everybody here, after you watch this live stream, tell somebody you love them. Do something that makes you happy, whether it's poetry or, video games or artwork or writing a novel or put on an 80s movie. Okay? Put The Big Lebowski on. Who can go wrong with just put The Big Lebowski on and relax? Just or whatever. I mean, just think of an 80s movie or a 90s movie. Put on Rushmore. I love Rushmore. Swingers. There's so many great movies, 80s, 90s. History of the World, E.T. When was the last time you remember people actually shedding tears in the movie theater? E.T., I remember E.T., people were actually crying in the movie theater. Exactly. Jam on a guitar. Ben, I love you, Goodman. Thank you, Ben D. I want to say your full name, but Bill Clinton might get some ideas. Oh, my goodness. What did I hear? What did I hear from Goodman? Oh, my goodness. You're a bad, bad man. You're a bad man, Goodman. Bad man. You're a bad man. Bendy! Ian! What about Bob? The thing that you have to remember is that I think it's going to get worse. That's why I'm telling you, focus on your life. Ian and Ben, focus on what makes you happy. Everybody here, Eric, everybody here, focus on what makes you happy. Focus on your loved ones and your life and make sure that you prosper. And any negativity, if they get you negative, they win. There is a amazing he's an amazing martial arts master. And his name is the Grand Tuhan Leo T. Gage. And he is Filipino martial arts master of Pakiti Kali. And it's one of the great fighting systems in the world. The Filipino martial arts is one of the great martial arts in the world. And this man is a great man. And he's interviewed Grand Tuhan Leo T. Gage. He's fantastic. Filipino martial arts master. And he has a great thing he said. They interviewed him, and you have to have this mentality always when you listen to anything to do with politics or CNN, MSNBC. He said basically his mentality is whenever the adversary finds you, you let him know that you were waiting for him. And it's good. He says it a million times better than me, but whenever the adversary somehow finds you or tries to trap you or tries to ambush you, just let him know. Always have the mentality that I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, and I'm not only am I ready for you, but I've been waiting for you. I know this sounds very bizarre. Was Goodman lost his mind? He's already weird to begin with. Has he lost his mind? The mentality is, if somebody wanted to make you sad, if somebody wanted to, trying to not this obviously not in a self-defense situation, because in a self-defense situation, that's a good mentality to have. Okay, I'm ready for you. I've been waiting for you. But in terms of watching CNN and MSNBC, all the negativity, fear, paranoia, hysteria, fear. Let them know in your mind, I've been waiting for you and I'm ready for you. And I'm not going to let you get me down. I'm not going to let you, because you're unhappy with your life, because you can't control your life, because you're making money off of fear. I'm supposed to be afraid? No. You say, I'm ready for you. I know it sounds like you're like, he's lost it. He's not even on any narcotics. He's already completely lost it. No, that's what you should say. You should say, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything you got. Okay? Clayton, thank you, Clayton. CMW. Keep kicking butt. CMW, thank you. CMW, Ben, Ian, Eric, H526, everybody here. Win the adversary. Win your adversary. It could be politics. It could be media. It could be negativity. Just say, okay, I've been waiting for you. I'm ready for you. Not only am I ready for you, but I've been waiting for you. And you can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. And that's the thing, it's like this country is going to, we're in a handbasket. We are descending. We are descending into madness. But you have to be ready. Just be ready for, I want to say CMW and Ben and Ian and everybody here, I want to say the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Okay? I want to say that the best is yet to come. But I don't see that. I don't see that the best is yet to come. I see that I Charles, thank you. I apologize for the algorithm. Charles, thank you. Thank you, Charles. I do apologize for the algorithm. I see that the more that they lose in terms of their failed policies, the Roz Rodriguez, thank you. The Roz Rodriguez, thank you. The Roz Rodriguez, thank you so very much. As we descend, this is a horrible thing to say, but as we descend further and further into madness as a country, your lives should prosper. It should be the opposite. The country is declining. That doesn't mean you have to decline. You could prosper. You could be happy. Focus on your happiness. Never let anyone get you down. If anyone wants to get you down, say in your mind, I've been waiting for you and I'm ready. And, do you trust Biden? I really wished, and I swear to God, if he can get us out of this mess, more power to him. The Roz Rodriguez, more power to mashed potato brains. If he can get us out of this, that would be fantastic. I don't know if he can. So the mentality to have is the mentality of this Filipino martial arts master. He's amazing. He is amazing. And he has just the most amazing viewpoint on, how to... It's actually here. It's 26 minutes in. I'll put you interview with Grand Tuhan Leo T. Gage of Pakiti Tirsha Kali. And it's a fantastic, fantastic mindset. It is so amazing. And you find this like in jiu-jitsu, great mindset, kickboxing, all of these things. But the mindset, the Roz, CMW, Ian, Ben, everybody here, Eric, I just gave you the link. It's 26 minutes in, and it's actually from FMA Pulse. A great great YouTube channel that I subscribe to. I subscribe on my phone. And they have the interview with this Filipino martial arts, master, Grand Tuhan, we interview Grand Tuhan Supremo Leo T. Gage Jr., watch to get the history and his insights of his system, Pakiti Tershakali. So it's a Filipino martial arts, and he is one of the legendary individuals, and he has this mindset. It's a fantastic mindset. It's absolutely fantastic, and you can use it, I think, to protect yourself from all the negativity of media, which they make money off of. They make a lot of money. It's very lucrative to sow division. It's very lucrative because the thing is, like, people like you and me, if you're watching this channel, everybody here, we don't care what people think of us. So we're already protected. We probably lost friends or, family members because we voted for Trump. That's their problem. That doesn't mean you can't love them. That doesn't mean you can't tell them you love them. But we're not bound by the hysteria. We don't care. Okay, we're punk rockers. We don't care what people think. Half the country cares what people think of them. Half the country lives their life based on CNN. Half the country has to abide by the hysteria of media. It gives them a sense of warped fulfillment. So when they come after you, when they try to bring you into, like a tractor beam, into their fear and paranoia and insecurities, and blame you for their problems. I'm unsafe because you don't do this or that. It's like, no, you have your own problems, and they might be because of you. But guess what? I was ready for you. I was ready even before you came after me. I was ready. I was waiting for you. That's what the Grand Tuhan says. I was waiting for you. It's fantastic. You have to. It's FMA Pulse. You have to watch this. It's the best. It's one of the best interviews you've ever seen in your life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here it is. Again, it's a fantastic interview with a fantastic man, Leo T. Gage Jr., Grand Tuhan. But this is the mindset of, most martial arts. They're ready, always ready. And you should always be ready. Because, this is not media. First of all, it's very easy to defeat their arguments. Their arguments make absurd leaps of logic. They thought Trump was a Russian operative. They're presiding over the Afghanistan debacle. This is of their own making. We had all of January, February, March, April to bring home Americans, to bring home Afghans. They decided not to do so. They wanted to spite Trump. That's their Achilles heel. They wanted to spite Trump. It's their Achilles heel. They do everything to spite Trump. If Trump said, breathe, they would go like this. They wouldn't breathe. Mikhail Archangel. Mikhail, we who believe God never put faith in government. Exactly. Not politicians, not any man, nor in material things. We have joy and peace amidst chaos and danger. We have faith. Many don't understand it. I didn't for many years before I knew God. Exactly, Mikhail, exactly. If you believe in God, or if, let's say, you happen to be an atheist that doesn't replace religion with state authority or media, but especially if you believe in God, any religion, any spirituality that fulfills you, where you can believe in a God that watches everything, you know that at the end of the day, there's nothing that a human being can do to judge you or condemn you, because there's only one judgment. The same people who look at religion and God as, there's no evidence. Well, where's the evidence that Trump worked with Russia? There is none. That's why he wasn't indicted or charged. Where's the evidence he caused January? There is none. That's why the FBI cleared him. Where's the evidence that Trump pressured Zelensky? There is none. That's why impeachment was political and not legal. They don't have any evidence of anything. They have paranoia, and they're grasping for power. Their power is dwindling before our very eyes. They've lost the media. When you've lost CNN, you've lost MSNBC, you're completely lost now. The only thing Biden had was his public relations machine. Now it's Weekend at Biden's every day. And the reason I'm kind of speaking in a way I don't usually speak is because it's going to get worse. The people in your lives, perhaps, who are, hardcore Democrats, they're going to get more, let's say, interesting in terms of their behavior. The government will try to focus on any issue aside from its overt failures, which will increase exponentially, unfortunately. Our economy is going to get worse. People are going to be more desperate. You have to watch out. You have to watch out where you go at night, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're with your family. You have to watch out. Man or woman, if you're with your family, you have to watch out. But let's say people are more desperate. The deranged people out there are more emboldened. Criminals are more emboldened. You have to be careful. You have to, putting yourself in the right place at the right time always is key. Do not put yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Do not, if you're walking to your car, it's late at night, look around. Make sure you look around. Okay? Make sure, somebody's not hiding in the corner, or, you're not being followed, or if you're driving your car, make sure you're not being followed. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things. Like if you're go into your driveway at night, make sure there's not people anywhere in the bushes. It's like, it sounds paranoid, but things are going to get worse. Things are going to get worse. Not better, worse. Okay? The other day in LA, one time in band camp, the other day in LA, I was at an Italian restaurant. Mikhail, the Raz, Ben, Ian. I was at an Italian restaurant. And there was somebody, and the waitress told me I had to kick out somebody who was, let's just say, injecting a certain narcotic in front of the Italian restaurant. Very, nice Italian restaurant. And in front, and this was not the first time. This was in Los Angeles. Okay? Mikhail, everyone here, Ben, everyone here, Ian, CMW, thank you as always. If you are in a restaurant in Los Angeles, the chances that somebody is going to be outside the restaurant injecting a certain narcotics, that's not out of the ordinary now. Okay? The chances that they might use the bathroom outside of a restaurant is not out of the ordinary. I was driving in Los Angeles not long ago, and somebody was using the bathroom outside of a supermarket. Okay. This is Mad Max. I remember, it was getting worse. I used to tell stories, in certain areas in LA, it would turn into, Mad Max, at night. It was almost like a movie scene. Oh my God, the freaks are coming out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. It's they really do. They really do. It's you just look, and I remember not long ago in Los Angeles, you could be at a supermarket late at night, and you'll get the tweakers. They're dressed in nice clothing, but they look like they've lived in the bushes for a long time, or but it's nice clothing. So that they're not really down on their luck. It's more other issues. And then they're buying a battery or something, you can be in a store in Los Angeles now, and someone will run out, and then the security guard will be he was like, and I agree. Like, well, you can't run. You can't run for $20. For $30. Security guard's life is precious. Who knows what? Everything's breaking down. Okay. But that's the thing. You have to just, if you know that everything's breaking down, don't let it get to you. Take precautions, because eventually we will survive. Like the Gloria Gaynor song, we will survive, and we will overcome all of this. But this is a moment where media got what it wanted. Media got what it wanted. You got bumbling, stumbling, mashed potato brains and his best friend, bumbling Blinky. Babbling Blinken. You got what you wanted. They got exactly what they wanted. The economy is in the tank. Foreign policy is in the tank. Everything's in the tank. Jimmy Carter looks like George Washington now. So, the Roz, it's like weird. And I'm standing, like, don't touch me. I was like, I'm standing in line. Oh, it happens all the time. Like, don't touch me. This was before, what, global issue, pandemic. I'd be like, don't touch me. Get away. Nice dressed person who lived in the bushes. I just think that, like I said, also, a belief in God, that is important. I think in this day and age, it doesn't matter what your religion is. And then also, honestly, like if you're an atheist, if you're agnostic, that's great too if it works for you. But don't be a hypocrite. You have all these agnostic, the agnostics, I respect 100%. The atheists, okay, if you're an atheist and you hate and you despise Trump, you're not really an atheist. And I'll tell you why. Your religion is now despise Trump religion. I worship it. Trump is at fault for everything. Orangeman is. It's basically like prayers. I pray to the state and all the good liberals on Twitter to help me overcome Trump. It's like, he's not even in office now. You can't blame Trump. The people are still talking about Trump. Like, this is Trump's fault. Really? Why? It's Trump's fault? How is it Trump's fault? How on earth is this Trump's fault? I pray, Trump, I pray that he's no longer president. Your prayers have been answered. He's not president anymore. You have Biden and bumbling Blinken. Please, science, rid us of Trump. They don't believe in God, so it's like, please, scientific principles, laws of physics, help us with the Orange Menace. He's not there anymore, but he will be 2024. Sorry, Democrats, we can't, continually go into a pit of despair forever. We know you enjoy that. The worse things get, the more they say, you see, we're right. You see, do this, do that. You didn't. Yes, you were jumping. Yes, you were on a tightrope. Yes, you were juggling bowling pins, but they weren't flaming bowling pins, and you weren't hopping on the jump rope on one foot. Don't you know everything's changed? If you don't do that, you've hurt me. You are hurting my welfare. Why? Why would I? What are you talking about? It didn't work before. Why would it work now? No, everyone has to jump on a tightrope. Jump. And then now, bowling pins. And now we're going to throw a big pie at your face. And you have to dodge it. And then everything will be fine. But you didn't do that. So now everything's fine. Well, maybe it's actually your failed policies. Maybe everything you've said hasn't worked. Maybe every single thing you've ever said, the opposite takes place. That's why we're in the situation we face. Maybe that's why everything's bad. August 31st is a timeline that the T in Afghanistan said, you're going to cross a red line. If you cross this red line, then we're going to retaliate. They have decided. What is the red line? There shouldn't even be a red line because it shouldn't even have been up to them to decide when and how we evacuate Americans and people loyal to us or people who helped us. People risk their lives to help us, and we can't, And then they say, well, we've evacuated, 48,000 people. Now this how many thousand people? And look, we've done so quickly. It's been an absolute chaotic mess. You should have started in January. The fact that you're doing your job now, it shouldn't be like a source of comfort. It should be, okay, now step up the pace, make sure everybody's safe, and obviously we're going to have to go past August 31st. So what are you going to do to make sure that the adversaries there that have taken over the country already, what are you going to do to make sure that they don't escalate the situation? Maybe Biden should talk to Pakistan and speak to Prime Minister Khan. Maybe he should ask the Prime Minister of Pakistan for help. Maybe he should ask the leaders of Iran for help. Maybe he should ask anyone for help. Maybe we should ask for help because we obviously need it. We obviously need it. But instead of reaching out in terms of diplomacy, instead of abiding by a negotiated deal, he wanted to spite Trump. Biden did all of this. Actually, the people around him did all of this. The adversaries in that country don't respect our country. Okay? They don't respect our leader. They don't respect us. That's fine. They don't like us or respect us, but they respect Pakistan very much. Or at least the intelligence services there, or at least the government there. Okay? They respect other countries in the region. You should ask for help. Biden should ask for help. He should ask for help, maybe even, to know where he is. Who knows what he's capable of in terms of, like, they used to do all this, like, fake, phony psychoanalysis of Trump. I'm a psychiatrist, and I can tell you right now, looking at Trump, he suffers from, orange narcissism syndrome. Orange, mean tweets, narcissism syndrome, arrogant syndrome. Yeah, and he should be removed. He should be removed, and that's, he should be removed. Now you have, and this was, by the way, during like record low unemployment, the economy, we had hundreds of thousands of new manufacturing jobs. This is like Groundhog's Day of failed policies. We have the same things happening last year that we have now, except they're worse. And we have problems in terms of foreign policy. If Trump was president, he would have focused on economic rebound. He would have implemented his deal to get Americans out starting in January. We wouldn't be in this mess. But we can't have that because he was mean on social media. And most Democrats only care about public relations. Now, Biden doesn't even have that. But we face a catastrophe in Afghanistan. Look, I don't even want to say what they're capable of, what they're doing now. They're already ending people's lives now. There's other words for that, but the algorithm I can't talk about. They're already doing it. The atrocities are already starting. Okay? Everything bad is starting, and it's getting worse every day worse. That's why I say focus on your life. I don't want to focus on your happiness. Focus on your life, focus on your happiness, focus on your family, because we're going to descend. Unfortunately, I don't want to say this, but we will descend as a country. We have not seen the worst yet. And the reason I say this is because Biden and his incompetent administration, they've already lost the only competitive advantage they have. They had media. Media to brainwash their base into thinking that Trump was an existential crisis. Now, nobody thinks that. Now, like the illusion, like if a magician or illusionist, if they give their secrets out, there's no more allure. There's no more magic. You know, we know now that he doesn't deserve, like, we know now, let's just put it this way, he doesn't have what it takes. We know he doesn't have what it takes to lead. We know that the people in charge don't have what it takes. We know that now. Okay. The adversaries that we have around the world know that. What are the chances, just in terms of Afghanistan, that it gets worse? If, God forbid, they decide to commit atrocities out in the open, because they're already doing it now, and it's not really being reported. It's being reported here and there. But even, the press secretary, don't use the word stranded. It's like, okay, again with the public relations. They're so into semantics because they're so irrational and their arguments lack basic logic that the only way they could survive in terms of a debate is by altering the definitions of words. That's why don't use stranded. It's like, well, no, they are being stranded there. Yeah, there are still people behind enemy lines. But you did this to spite Trump. But if God forbid, there is something that they do, the T, or the other people, I mean, this is like a hornet's nest of evil. And if they go ahead and escalate, and human lives are lost, innocent lives are lost. If they escalate, what on earth will Biden do? How does he get us out of this situation? At least the one thing you can say about Jimmy Carter is that he had a failed administration, but thank God those Americans survived. Okay? And of course, that was yet another intelligence failure. The intelligence community is the unintelligent community. Generally. And the only people who actually tell the truth, if you really tell the truth in this day and age about a lot of things, your life is pretty much done. Or they will try to silence you every way possible. Okay? It is very microscopic way they try to silence me. It didn't work when I was on the left with Bernie Sanders. I realized something. They don't really mean what they say a lot of the times. Exactly. Vote for Pedro. Mark, I think he does. And, well, he doesn't, but WW3, like the issue of a nuclear confrontation, could very well happen under this presidency. I think that you look at what he's done now, it was a simple task. This wasn't rocket science. All you had to do was bring home, you could say, if you say 70,000 people, fine. We have the C-130s, we have the planes, all you had to do was in January, February, March, April, bring home tens of thousands of people. You could do that. This is not going to the moon. This is not like a Mars landing. You could do that. You can do that. He didn't do that. Okay? This is a catastrophe in terms of our image. Trump was not a catastrophe. Trump was the liberals in other countries didn't like us. Okay? Who cares? The liberals the conservatives in other countries loved us. So he was Trump was polarizing primarily because the people who didn't like him devoted their lives to disliking them. That's why he was polarizing. He wasn't inept and incompetent. Biden is inept and incompetent, but he's such a failure, he's not polarizing. There's nothing really like there aren't a group of Americans who say, yes, this evacuation is fantastic. Nobody says that. Everyone's just looking. The people who like him are looking and they're saying, focus on the pandemic. And that's another thing. It's like we live in a country where we have Americans stuck in a region of the world where our adversaries want to remove people's heads from their bodies. And we have people who live in our country who are afraid of their own shadow. Despite, according to Johns Hopkins, 98% of the time, 98% plus, according to Johns Hopkins and the CDC, surviving. Heart disease and cancer, more people lost their lives last year. And we run off of fear and paranoia of the unintelligentsia. Mr. Tango applied for. Just stopping in. Love you, buddy. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Sir, yes. Mr. Tug applied for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. God bless you, and thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. I just think that the worst is yet to come, and just prepare yourself. Just prepare yourself. Prepare yourself mentally for every single day another fiasco. And this won't be Facebook ads, okay? Notice how with this, the narrative is the sky isn't falling. With Trump, the sky was falling. Our Constitution, our democracy. Oh my God, our Constitution, our democracy, our way of life. They are so full of themselves, it's unbelievable. The narcissism is not Trump. The narcissism is the people who dislike him. Those are the true narcissists, the people who retweet Bill Kristol, the same man, along with the Lincoln Project, who got us into this mess 20 years ago and got us into Libya and got us into every other mess. This is not difficult. Like, this isn't rocket science. You know everything that's in front of you. You know history. You know history. The Soviets lost. The French lost in Vietnam. You know history. All you have to do is open up a history book. You know what's going to happen. But you don't have to have this crisis. You don't have to have this crisis. This is a crisis of our own making. Well, of Biden's making. I mean, he's already one of the worst presidents of all time. Voice of reason, Larry Elder for California governor. Exactly. And voice of reason, everybody here. When I say prepare yourself, I mean mentally and emotionally. Mentally and emotionally prepare yourself for the hysteria. Don't let it get to you. Always stay positive. Always stay happy. Focus on your happiness. Focus on your loved ones. Tell them you love them. And start writing a book, poetry, painting, drumming, guitars, whatever. Your life doesn't have to go the way of our country. Our country is going to descend further and further into chaos and mayhem, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And I could be just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, fantastic. But if if Biden continues to exhibit his leadership skills when there's more issues on the horizon, when we face more obstacles, if he deals with the economy, if he deals with other foreign policy dilemmas in the same manner he dealt with Afghanistan, then, prepare yourself for the hysteria, the madness, the blame game. It will be 3 years. It will be 2 years from now. It will be 20. So it will be 2023, and Biden will yet again. It'll be another epic disaster of his own making, and they'll be blaming Trump. I'm telling you, Trump. 100 years from now, liberal Democrats will be blaming Trump. It's Trump's fault. Trump's fault. Voice of reason, absolutely. Larry Elder. But you know what? It's in a way, it's like I've given up on, the way I want Larry Elder to be the next governor. I fear, however, that Democrats have a really wonderful grasp on our democracy. I'll just leave it at that. If we can have mashed potato brains as president, there's a pretty good chance Newsom will keep his place as governor. I hope I'm wrong on that. But I mean, look, you have Cuomo was out, but that was because he was a liability. That man was a political liability. He won the Emmy, so you should pretty much take everything with a grain of salt. You should pretty much, take everything liberal, like the Hollywood elite say, with a grain of salt. I just think that, don't insult the potatoes. I just think that if things get worse, just be prepared mentally and emotionally. That's all. If things get worse, be prepared mentally and emotionally. That's all. Stay happy. Stay safe. Stay sane. Tell your loved ones you love them. Your faith in God should be stronger than ever. If you're an atheist, your faith in logic and reason should be stronger than ever. If that's what you feel that you've replaced religion with, you should definitely not replace religion with the state or with medical professionals who happen to always change their tune. You're wrong, Senator Rand. This world has replaced a belief in God, a belief in love for country, love for the country you live in. Generally used to be called patriotism. And they're like, worshiping a cloth or respecting a cloth that's flowing in the wind. Who cares? It's not even patriotism. But definitely put it on your face at all times. Their belief system is their view of patriotism is tied to their sensibilities as morally superior liberal Democrats. So traditionally, patriotism is you love the country. You love it's beautiful. You love our country. It's a beautiful country. You're proud to be an American citizen, to be an American. You're proud. Oh, yeah? Look at all the bad things we've done. Yeah, well, find a country. You go find a country. morally superior leftist, find one country on the planet that doesn't have horrific chapters. Find one country. You will not find a country on this planet that doesn't have a moment or moments where they regret and are ashamed of. And also, try to remember to look at President Obama's administration in the same way as you look at the Founding Fathers. Because you'll see that Biden and the smartest people in the room turned Libya into a failed state where human beings are now being bought and sold. Let's not even talk about what's taking place in Afghanistan. Who knows the atrocities that are taking place? Who knows right now? Who knows right now? Who knows? My thing is like, if you look at the world from the vantage point that your political ideology is morally superior to the United States of America, yet you can't find a country that you would rather live in, then maybe, just maybe, you're a foolish hypocrite. Maybe you're an imbecile who cares more about feeling morally superior than actually being morally superior, because you probably are not. And this is, you can blame Twitter for all of this madness. I want to know, what's AOC tweeting? Please, I just want to know. Oh my God, the spiritual priestess of our age. Please, I want to hear this. I want to see this. This was fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, here we go. These people are hilarious. They have the Lincoln Project. I knew it. We spent $2.26 trillion. And you know what? And we were in this, and we spent all this money. It's like, you are part of the Democratic Party. Biden voted for all of this. Did you not know? Well, you know what? Forget about history. We have a moral obligation to the Afghan people. Yes, I agree, AOC. Why is Biden leaving them behind? The U.S. role in this crisis is indisputable. Yes, and you voted alongside the Lincoln Project. Yes. And the Lincoln Project got us in this. Yes. We must waste no time and expense in helping. Yes, I agree. We must immediately welcome them to the gun. I agree. Okay, well, now it's chaos and mayhem, but fine. Shout out to the libraries and library workers. Wait, she hasn't tweeted since... What? August 17th? Oh my God. Is this her account? No. How many Twitter accounts does she have? Okay, no, that's the representative. Okay, oh, here we go. Oh, Voting Rights Act. Yes, okay. Restoring the Voting Rights Act. They just did it now. Okay. There was a bill like years back. They didn't. Okay. Oh my God. Nothing about the debacle or catastrophe in Afghanistan. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what Bernard Sanders is saying. Bernie Sanders. Oh, how I once thought he was fantastic. Very much so. But then I learned the hard way. Oh, I love it when Mr. Tag applied for. Much respect to you, as Dr. Disrespect said regarding content creators. I'm in a room by myself talking to you. Keep up the good work. Good night. But thank you so very much, Mr. Tag applied for. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tag applied for. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tag applied for. Let's give a Bernie Sanders before. We must end the absurdity that sees dozens of major corporations not paying a nickel in federal income tax. It's okay. We are going to be like glowing from the ICBMs eventually above The WW3 is upon us, impending. T minus. You give me the time. The ICBMs will be above. Do you understand? I just want to let you know, these billionaires are not paying 1 cent. Bernie, you vote alongside the Lincoln Project, buddy. You haven't even voted. You haven't even pushed AOC and others in the House to vote for a Medicare for All bill. Oh my God, this is great. And the world is going to, where in a handbasket. Oh my God. Mr. Tug applied for it. Thank you. We must end the absurdity that sees dozens of major corporations not paying a nickel in federal income taxes. Okay. Yes. Okay, Bernard. Yes. And so any ideas on how to get the thousands upon thousands of Americans home? Because you voted alongside the Lincoln Project, which is something perhaps I thought you wouldn't do. But then again, I was the foolish one. No good deed goes unpunished, H.A. Badman. No good deed goes unpunished. You tried to help me out with your maniacal ravings and rantings in the Hill, Huffington Post, and Salon that was actually given a stamp of approval by every single editor there. And what did I give you? I gave you not talking about the fact I was cheated by Debbie Wasserman Schultz and blaming Trump for 4 years. That's what I gave everybody. Bernie Sanders, we must restore faith in the American government. We must restore the faith of the American people. This is good. We must restore the faith. If you say a derogatory word about Deborah Wasserman, you'll have me to contend with. We must restore the faith of the American people in their government. That we see their pain. Oh, I see your pain. I feel it too. I can feel more than your pain if you want. That we see their pain and we respond to that pain. That we have the courage to take on powerful interests. This is a pivotal moment in American history. We must meet this moment with bold action. Wah, wah, wah. Missy, hello. This is like, I'm sure you can definitely get an AI robot to write Bernie's tweets for him. Let's say the world, if when God forbid Taiwan is invaded, he'll say that the billionaires again. He's not doing anything about it, but that's fine. Oh, here we go. This is August 23rd. The doomsday clock should have already been updated. And Bernie is, in a compassionate democratic society, we can have a government that works for all of us and not just the wealthy few. How many times does he say the same things? Every day. He doesn't stop. That's what I believe. We're all in this together. Oh, my God. Last time I checked his Twitter profile, it was like last year. Same thing. It doesn't stop. We are all, I'm telling you, it's going to be Red Dawn and Mad Max, and we will all be glowing from the ICBMs. And he was like, it'll be like, what was that dystopian novel? Oh, it's okay, dystopian novel. It was like a nuclear. What was? Oh, wait, what was it? Oh my God! Hold on, what was it? Panic in the Year Zero? No, it was it'll be basically the end of the planet. It'll be Mad Max, and we'll all be like, we'll all be extras in like Mad Max, and Bernie will still. I just want to let you know, if the billionaires paid their fair share, we don't have any billionaires. We don't have anything. We're all glowing. It's the end of the planet because you voted alongside the Lincoln Project, and bumbling Blinken and mashed potato brains Biden ended everything. Yeah, it's true. Because China invaded Taiwan, and then he did something, and then they did something, and then now we're all glowing. It's, nuclear winter. Yes, but the billionaires. Okay, well, you voted alongside the Lincoln Project, so what do you want? The Lincoln Project and Bernie Sanders. Frank, thank you. The Lincoln Project and Bernie Sanders voted alongside the same political party. This is fantastic. The best thing, you can kind of gauge how bad we're doing as a country by AOC and Bernie's tweets, because if they double down on the usual, the tried and true, Amazon. Could you imagine how many tens of thousands of dollars AOC's Amazon account is? I have no clue. Okay? I had ventured, even Bernie's. These mittens. I can't get a better price than on Amazon. I'm going to get a Vermont a tailor to make me a mittens? No. I buy nice mittens on Amazon. Nobody knows. Nobody's the wiser. Everything's fine. They make a meme of me. They relegate me to a caricature of myself because they don't take me seriously. And I am crotchety old Bernard who gets cheated every Iowa primary, and you better believe they'll cheat me 4 years from now and every 4 years until the apocalypse. Or until Biden finishes his presidency, whichever one comes first. Probably within the next 4 years. This is. Oh, here we go. All the major countries guarantee on average 20 weeks of paid time off for new moms. What do we give, Bupkis? In the U.S., new moms are guaranteed 0 times. Now I'm merging into, you know what we need now? Andrew Cuomo. Oh my God, he should be I just want to let everybody know America was never great. Did you know this? Do you remember when he said this? It's getting cold. Do you remember when he said this? You remember when he was running against the Democratic Socialist? You remember? Okay, hold on. Cynthia Nixon. She was a Democratic Socialist, Bernie Sanders supporter. Okay? And he was running against a Democratic Socialist who, of course, had problems with the country. It's a big problem. Everything's a problem. Everything's rooted in history. Meanwhile, Biden forgot to evacuate people. It only took him 4 months to realize. Now we have people behind enemy lines and atrocities taking place every day. But at least he's empathetic. And so Andrew Cuomo, I think this was before he won his Emmy for deliberately ending the lives of people, because that's what Hollywood does, gives Emmys to failed governors, the worst governor of all time. And he writes his book on leadership lessons, which, by the way, people bought. You should see the Amazon reviews. This is fantastic. And they wonder why people don't listen to them. He gave a speech, okay? And I would play it, but every time I play it, it's a big problem. Every time I play anything, it's a big problem. So he goes, America, Governor Cuomo. This is CNN. This is CNN. The trusted news and name. Andrew Cuomo says America was never that great. Oh, this is so great. They don't believe in any of their nonsense. We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great. Huh? You like me now? Huh? You like me now? Am I better? Am I better than, am I just as good as Cynthia Nixon? Huh? Huh? He had to outdo him. He had to outdo his Democratic Socialist rival in, like, contempt for the country. Don't you get it? That's how funny it is. He had to. It's the best. What do I do? She's saying how much she despises the country. Think. Why don't you just say it wasn't that great? Yeah, you think it'll work? Yeah, just, I don't know, say something like, we have problems. No, we need more than that, more. I don't know, say, like, the country stinks? No, I can't say that. Say it wasn't that great. Yeah, that's good. Good thinking. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. I want a kiss from you. I don't really want to hug you now. I just want to just go. No! Give me a kiss. No, come on. Come on, you. Come on. Give me a nice kiss. And then he talks to he gives a speech. And then he says, just want to let everyone know America was never great. How you like me now? Am I good? Do you like me now? And this is what we have. This is the political intelligentsia. Do you understand? This is the political intelligentsia. This is who we have running things. Okay? This is who we have running things. They just pander to everything. Oh, AOC was the best. A couple of years back. What was she saying? I don't see nothing wrong. Huh? How do I sound? Good? Remember that song? I don't see nothing wrong. She was speaking. She was it was code switching. Her critics are misreading the linguistic reality. What? Oh, the national AOC was in the National Action Network. Ain't nothing wrong. And then she was like, what did I say? That's how I usually talk. No, it's not. Why were you talking that way? No reason. Why were you talking that way, AOC? Could it be that you were prejudiced? No. Not at all. Why would you even think that? Why? How did it sound? It sounded like you were pandering. Oh, my God. They never stop. They never stop. They never stop. It's never. But you have to understand, the evacuation of Americans, no. That was like, we couldn't possibly. Mad Cow Mark, hello. To my Paul, Mad Cow Mark, hello. To my viewers in Australia, God bless you. My God. My God. God bless you. My God. I mean, I am seeing nightmarish things. I can't believe my eyes. I cannot believe my ears. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe what's going on. I can't believe my eyes, my ears. And I just can't believe what's going on. It's just terrible. I'll leave it at that. Don't you also, you see, I don't have Twitter. We're going to look back and laugh at this time period because people will be actually, giving a valid, logical critique. And then, this is a misleading statement. For more information, go to the government website. Why would the government website have more information or information that I would care about? Well, because the government website's going to give you information that is distilled into fact and logic and reason for your puny little mind to understand. And this is a misleading. Caution. Don't take this seriously. Well, but when you say that, I take it more seriously. I want to actually listen to more of what you don't want me to listen to. When you do that, I want to listen more to what you don't want me to listen to. So why would you even put that disclaimer? Do they know the disclaimers don't work? They're just doing it so the Democrats in the Senate don't get upset with them. It's so funny. They just for more information, you could look at this Wikipedia page. Just for more information, so your mind isn't, your puny little bird brain isn't influenced by facts that could possibly move you away from reason and logic. It's why would you care? Why would I care if I saw a disclaimer that said, Caution, this is a misleading statement. To learn more about tulips, go to www.tulips.com. Run by the government. Why would I care about that? Why would that make me, why would I look at that and say, oh, thank you, social media platform. Thank you. You're helping me. My little bird brain can't decipher what's wrong or right. I don't know what's going on anymore. All I know is that we've had the 50th same thing happen again and again. And my you-know-what's falling off. But as long as everything's fine, that's all that I care about. Yes. To learn more about this, go to here. You should take this nutty person's viewpoint with a grain of salt. He's obviously wrong. Go here. www.safetyandhappiness.com. Powered by the Department of Defense. Powered by the Department of Homeland Security. Oh, that should be good. That should be very good. Then, you get these people, then you get these people, Trump and his Trumpers. They have jettisoned institutions. What? He was president. The Oval Office was the worst place on the planet when Trump was president. And then they say, No. I'm saying, this is satire because I can't speak in clear terms. Like, I'm actually not communicating exactly what I'm communicating. Or I'm not communicating. It's all satire because I'm alluding to things that we can't talk about. So I can understand why, like, what I'm saying is what you see in social media sites, just to clarify what I've been joking around about, is you'll see like a statement from somebody contradicting the prevailing mentality on whatever issue, whatever topic. And it'll say like, this is misleading. What they really mean to say is, it's a viewpoint we don't like, so, go to this government website or go to Wikipedia. That's all I mean. It's, but I can't really like talk about, the Roz, thank you. I can't really talk about, certain things. But I see, like, I thank God I don't have Twitter. I thank God every day I don't have Twitter. I thank God every single day. It's just like MC Hammer. You got to pray just to make it today. I thank God every single day I don't have Twitter. Because it is a way to take it wastes you waste your life on Twitter or social media, Facebook included. The only good thing about Facebook is you can meet up with people or reconnect with people you haven't reconnected with. That's a good thing about Facebook. But other than that, I mean, now everybody uses Instagram. I don't have Instagram, so I'll eventually get an Odyssey. But Yogi Fish, keep up the good work, HA. Thank you so very much, Yogi Fish. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, Darlene. Thank you, Yogi Fish. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate it. I hope all is well. And Yogi Fish, everyone here. I started off this segment, and I'm gonna slowly end. Yogi Fish, everyone, focus on happiness, health, prosperity, joy, faith, love, sweet love. What movie? Love your loved ones, your family, your success in life, money, mainly health, poetry, artwork, 80s movies. Put on the Beatles, put on the Rolling Stones, the Misfits, the Ramones, Eazy-E, Two Live Crew, EPMD. It doesn't matter. Listen to music. Trick Daddy. The Cars. Watch documentaries on, the 85 Bears. Tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody you disagree with you love them, and just hang up the phone. He's like, hey, you voted for Trump. I love you. Okay. Yogi Fish. I mean, I've been on an 80s movies. Oh my, The Breakfast Club. Who doesn't love The Breakfast Club? Red Dawn, which could be a documentary very soon. Red Dawn. Who doesn't like Red Dawn? Wolverines, man. Wolverines. Spaceballs, History of the World. Yogi Fish, thank you. Major League 2. I mean, so many great 80s movies. My God. There's so many great 80s movies. I mean, you look, I was watching The Pelican Brief. That was the 90s. But I was watching The Pelican Brief, and I was like, this is just like, yeah, I know. We're living it. Swingers. When you want to watch what life used to be like enjoyable, I mean, you know, you can watch a whole bunch of films. Oh, American Pie. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh, my God. Clerks. Kevin Smith is great. I have to say, I love Kevin Smith. He's great. Jay and Silent Bob. They have Dogma is a great film too. There's a scene where where Jay they're at this like Burger King or whatever, but they have like an internet console, and it's basically every day on Twitter where he goes. It was like a review that they had this bad negative review for one of their movies, or I forgot it. And there's like, you are the ones who are going to, get you, or you can't, wait until we find you. And it's really hilarious. It's basically every single day on Twitter. Mallrats is good too. Clerks is fantastic. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh my God. Love these movies. American Pie. This is like hilarious movies. Hilarious movies. Okay, you can't have this now. Oh my God, if you had a movie like American Pie now, it would be, you have no idea, you have no, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh my God, yes, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh yes. Amazing. Oh my God, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Did you see what he was doing? This means this. This means that. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Condemnation, judgment. It's like, oh, just enjoy the movie. God. Twilight. Oh, I can't enjoy Twilight. I was watching Twilight the other night. Can't enjoy it. Big problem. It's problematic. Why? What's wrong? It's a vampire. It's about vampires. What's the problem? It's about vampires. It's problematic. Oh my God. You can't enjoy anything. Nothing. That's why I enjoy it. That's why, I just relax and I'm like, I'm enjoying it. Guess what? You can't stop me. Pretty soon, I'm telling you, they're going to be every DVD not sanctioned. You have to return to the Department of Normality and Decency. We've just made it. It's Biden's new department. It's true the planet's descending into chaos and mayhem, but give us your old DVDs and cassette tapes if they have anything problematic in them. Why? Because it makes my life bad. Because my life is... No, it doesn't. You just do your life. Maybe your life is not happy because of your own actions. Maybe that's why you're not happy. It can't be. It has to be because of other people's actions, especially the Trumpers. Listen to old music, old films, books. Every day, do something that makes you feel young again, happy, makes you feel special, or, every day. Tell somebody you love them. Tell yourself you love yourself. That's what Bill Clinton does. Oh, I love myself every day. You have no idea. Because I have to start saying this to counteract the negativity, because my segments will be more increasingly negative. I'm telling you, every day I'm going to start off, I keep getting cold, hot, cold, hot. Don't worry, I'm fine. It's just the, air conditioning. I'm fine. Feel great. I'm joking. But the negativity is going to increase. And as things get bad, as things get worse, I'm going to have to explain that Meatballs, yeah, great movie. Great movie. So many great movies. Stripes, great movie. Pulp Fiction, yes. Jackie Brown. I mean, there's a lot of Never-Ending Story. Oh, my God. Gremlins. Oh, yes. These are great movies. Drive-ins were great, yeah. I don't know if I've ever been to a drive-in. I remember the drive-ins, though, yes. They were great. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. To my super chat, thank you so very much, everybody. Everybody, thank you. Yogi Fish, everybody here. CMW, everybody here. Ben, Ian, everybody here. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. And I have to, because I said to myself, I'm going to get too negative, and this is not good. Revenge of the Nerds, yes. Caddyshack. Oh, my God, I love Caddyshack. I love Caddyshack. 16 Candles, yes. Thanks, everybody. Stay positive. And remember, just like that, the Filipino martial arts master, remember, if the adversary, whether it's negativity on social media, whether it's negativity from CNN, MSNBC, the Washington Post, New York Times, Fox News, whatever, just say, not only am I ready for you, I've been waiting for you. It's a good mentality to have. I've been waiting for you. Any enemy that I have, if God forbid that, they take me by surprise, I'm going to let them know in my mind, I've been waiting for you. Trust me. Trust me, I've been waiting for you. And you should always have that mentality. It's a beautiful mentality because you have to focus on positivity and your health, your happiness, first and foremost. Ignore all the noise. That being said, I think things are going to get worse. I think things are going to get a lot worse. But your life should be getting better. I know that sounds bizarre, but focus on every single day, every single month, every single year, making your life better, happier, and more joyful. Find something to bring more joy into your life, into the lives of your loved ones, and tell your loved ones you love them. Because just because our country is descending into madness doesn't mean that you can't prosper. I guess I'm like Tony Robbins. I'm like a very dystopian Tony Robbins. But anyway, thank you so very much. Hit subscribe to this channel. Everybody, thank you so much. And God bless. To my super chat, thank you so very, very much. Mad Cow Mark. We still have drive-ins. Just that here in Melbourne, Australia, we can't sit in a car by yourself. I hear you. Mad Cow Mark. I hear you. Look at that. Yes. Mad Cow Mark, thank you. Mad Cow Mark, God bless the people of Australia. Mad Cow Mark, Paul. I'm looking at what's taking place in Australia. I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe. I can't believe. I'm like speechless. I actually really am speechless, although I can't really talk about it too much because of the algorithm. But I am speechless. I am absolutely speechless. I don't have any words. This is a dystopian nightmare. I have no words to describe. I have no words to. I have no words to. Like. I don't know how it came to. I don't know how it devolved, or I don't know how this beautiful country is experiencing what it's experiencing now. I don't know. God bless you, Mad Cow Mark. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. God bless. To my super chat. Thank you so very, very, very much. I can't do these without you. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Thanks, everybody. Watch the upload in about 4 or 5 hours. Have a great evening. Stay safe and be happy. And